Instead of the boring usual Christmas card photo of them wearing matching sweaters and standing by the fireplace, they would take it while on their Hawaiian vacation. Here they go. The magic moment. And perfect.
These are the few, the fearless, the ambitious. They are the ones not afraid to reach for unattainable heights, knowing they will most often end up in the depths. They have honed their skills to a fine edge and go for it, even though they most often fail, and fail again. In fact, failure is the only option. These are the members of Fail Army.
When walking through life, we often find ourselves seeking a sign from above. That sign isn't always as subtle as we had hoped. He had the hair, the attitude, and the desire to be a rock star. What he didn't have was a decent instrument.
Oh my God.
Someone's trying to tell you something. They thought if the glass window was super clean, customers would be able to see their inventory from the street. But once in the store, that clean glass proved to be somewhat of a negative.
Oh my God.
It was time for the statue of Vladimir Lenin to come down. It might have gone in some museum or the home of a private collector, but then, as if by some divine intervention, it ended up truly being toppled and headed to the dump. The piñatas you whack with a stick were too dangerous, so her parents chose the kind where you simply pulled the strings.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, much safer. Tim wondered why the rent was so reasonable. Then he found out his upstairs neighbors were clog dancers and they practiced all the time.
I'm okay.
Oh my God.
At least the rent was cheap.
Holy cow, how did that happen? Oh my God.
Sometimes there are obvious signs that you should stop whatever you are doing. If you choose to ignore them, then maybe there is a home for you in the Fail Army. And now it is time for the Fail Army Fact of the Day. When replacing the engine in your car, it is important to remember that when you get down to the last bolt, you should somehow secure the engine. It will prevent you from having to replace more than the engine. Hope that helps. And this has been your Fail Army Fact of the Day. You unlock this door with the burst of determination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of trips. A dimension of falls. You're moving into a land of both failure and humiliation. You've just crossed over into the Fail Army Zone. But the Fail Army Zone driving range, the groundskeeper lays out markers denoting where you can and cannot stand. Oops. Cyclists are always complaining about car drivers texting and driving. Well, who's the hypocrite now?
Yes! Yes! All right, start pogo sticking. Come on.
One doesn't just start pogo sticking. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of trial and error.
Hard.
Here, let Elroy show you how it's done.
I can't do that. How do you
Mr. Hanson, the shop teacher, only had 2 rules. No monkey business, and always wear your safety goggles.
Oh, straight and wrong.
The Fail Army Summer Camp isn't one of those snooty camps. Here, the campers just strap a bunch of barrels together and brave the depths. Barrels float just as well as rafts do. They just don't balance as well. On one side of the door, life is normal. On the other, things get a little more interesting. It is possible you just stepped into the Fail Army Zone. Coming up, Dad finally gets his turn. Reggie takes his dance performance to new heights. We are paid a visit by our Fail Army Ninja. And we celebrate the best of the best and award them our Fail Army Medal of Honor. All this, 15 fails in 55 seconds, and so much more when Fail Army continues. Fail Army has returned, so heads up. The only difference between men and boys is the expense and size of their favorite toys.
Gavin is now doing his snowboarding. Yeah. He's ready. Lean back. He's ready to go. Lean back.
The scariest sentence in the world is, let Dad show you how it's done. The sentence really should be, let Dad show you how not to do it.
Are you all right?
When the show is going to be up in the sky, you can stand almost anywhere to get a good view. Anywhere but right there. His mom was always yelling at him about forgetting to close the garage door when he went rollerblading. At least his mom won't be yelling at him this time.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
The ad was enticing. Free satellite dish to anyone that was able to come and pick it up. It was almost too good to be true. The only catch was the being able to pick it up part. Whoa! He'd have to go back to stealing the neighbor's cable, I guess.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Is the kitchen really the best place to break in your brand new hoverboard?
Get this recorded. You recorded it, please.
You gotta keep your foot level, flat.
If at first you don't succeed, fail again. The toys of your childhood conjure up beautiful memories. The toys that come later in life, they can guarantee yourself a place in the fail army. You ever wonder why sometimes things go wrong for no apparent reason? It's the Fail Army Ninja.
Nice job.
Yes! Yes!
The benefit of failing outside is that when you land flat on your back, you're staring up at the big blue sky. With the city below him, Randall would dance on the rooftops without a care in the world. It was good. It was really good.
This is not good at all.
To prepare for his adventure, he spent months walking every street in his neighborhood while wearing his backpack. But during all that preparation, he never once practiced walking on logs or taking massive hits to the groin. Eddie was quite particular when it came to finding the perfect fishing spot. He tried to outthink the fish. The fish and his buddies just laughed at Eddie. She was only a couple of scoots away from plunging down into the icy cold water of the Wapahatchee River.
Couple more scoots.
Maybe she should lean back as she goes over.
I would lean back as you go over, like that.
I'm so scared.
But it was the good kind of scared. There is a fine line between going kayaking and going swimming. It's just a matter of balance, really.
You almost had it completely.
The great outdoors is where you can cut loose, tempt fate, and qualify to become a member of the Fail Army. Coming up, a little rest and relaxation. There's a pile up on the old farm road. Will somebody get her off that before she hurts herself? And we award our coveted Fail Army Medal of Honor. All this and more, plus 15 fails in 55 seconds when Fail Army continues. We are tuning up, so get ready. Fail Army has returned. It could very well be the best near minute of your day. It is 15 fails in 55 seconds.
The boat. I am so happy I got that on camera.
It is very rare when you just start off being good at something. Only a few are blessed with beginner's luck. He never skated before. But you could barely tell. After falling out of the chairlift 3 different times, he decided taking the T-bar up would be much safer. At least he didn't have as far to fall.
Here's Mom riding her birthday present.
She hadn't ridden a bicycle since she was a girl. But you know that expression, it's just like riding a bike? Well, it's just an expression. Sometimes all you need is a shot of courage and the willingness to try something new. Looks like she may have had more than just one shot of courage. Some people are just born with a natural talent and innate balance. And then there's Karen. Karen was born with neither. Some people do get lucky the first time they try something. But most don't. Most end up falling right into the ranks of the Fail Army. For more of the funniest fails in the known universe, visit our Fail Army YouTube and Facebook pages. Coming up, the time has come for us to single out those that plunge ahead where angels fear to tread. When Fail Army continues. Get ready to score. Fail Army is back and hitting the sweet spot.
Oh my God.
The time has come for us to remove our hats, bow our heads, and earn our Fail Army Medal of Honor. Boyd thought of himself as a quick study. Only needed to show Boyd how to do something once, and he was willing to give it a try. Learning did not come quickly for Boyd. He did, however, very quickly earn his Fail Army Medal of Honor.
And Warren's out there laughing his ass off.
Having left his train pass in his other ski pants, Jean-Claude had an idea. He'd just hook a tow rope to the back of the train and ski home. This is going pretty well. Jean-Claude wondered why more people didn't simply hitch a ride and ski to their destination. Oh, that's why. Jean-Claude may not have made it to his final destination, but on his way back to pick up his skis, he can also pick up his Fail Army Medal of Honor. Way to go, Jean-Claude!
Okay, Chris, do your stuff.
Dad wished he would go out for the football team, but Chris was just wild about the opera. So Dad made him a deal. If he could break a glass with his voice, Dad would pay for opera lessons. Let's see how it goes.
I don't think you're getting it to the right thing.
Not only did Chris get his opera singing lessons, but he also earned his Fail Army Medal of Honor.
Bonus for the whole class! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, let's
Turn it on its side, I wonder. There it is! The broken glass!
Life can get pretty rough sometimes. What with the bumps, trips, and face plants that come your way. But when you keep trying, no matter what gets thrown at you, then, and only then, can you become a bona fide member of the Fail Army. We'll see you again next time.